I think one of the biggest reasons people don't listen to their intuition is because they know it's going to tell them something that's inconvenient, i.e. you should have left your job 20 years ago, or you need to get out of that relationship. It doesn't matter that you've been together for 25 years, it's dead in the ground, and it's because those people already know, and they're just blocking it and they're not listening. And I know because I'm one of them. I've been there, been in a relationship or two sets of relationships. I only got so far where I got to a point and I can't not listen to it like it is. It just, the world explodes. But I think often that people can be afraid of that, and that's not the case for a lot of us. Some of us, it may be, but I think this is the difference between the soul wanting to grow and knowing what it needs, and the ego wanting to stay small and stay safe and stay with the known. Because actually, to really step into our potential, we have to take these leaps. And there's a teacher, Sangharakshita, Buddhist teacher. I remember one of the things he said is, if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. And that just really hit me at the time, because if I get too comfortable, I'm bored. And there's something about needing to be exploring the new in certain ways that I can feel how growthful it is. And there's been many times where, I remember when I really started exploring my intuition was in my mid-20s. And I was on the phone to my sister. I don't know how we got onto it, and I was talking about my relationship, and just ended up, it was so black and white. The problem, as soon as I owned the problem, I knew as soon as I said it out loud that it had to be over, because there was no way of overcoming it. And then once I said it, I was just kind of in bits, and I knew what I had to do. But my head was trying to figure it out, and my heart didn't want it to happen. But for me, in that circumstance, it was my gut saying, no, we're done. And none of that was convenient, but it was just the truth, it was just true. And I think what I tried to learn from that was, how can I be causing less harm to not only myself but others by just getting to the truth quicker? And for me, intuition is the ultimate truth teller, as well as that internal guiding compass. And I think, that's what I find most exciting about it, is that if you really want to be living your dreams and pushing into your potential in terms of your life, your relationships, your development, it's intuition all the way. That's what's going to guide you to get you there. It's your head will help you get the practical steps in place. Your heart will help direct you to your passions, and for many people, heart intelligence there's a strong link to intuition anyway. I'm talking about the heart on the love level. And then your intuition is that soul voice, I feel. It can be many things really. Higher self, universe, guides, different aspects of consciousness and communication come through that intuitive voice. But I think if you can breach the fear of it being inconvenient and start to put your intuitive voice at the top, the first voice that you listen to, you're going to start to save yourself a lot of time, and you'll just get there quicker, and it'll become a lot easier and fast-paced in terms of the decisions you make or what you're filtering in and out of your life. But the more you block it, the more dramatic it will be in terms of when you do listen, the changes that are required, rather than it being gradual increments. And really where it's taking you is somewhere very exciting. That's my experience. And I can, even now, you know, I look at where I am and the visions that are coming through for me, and I kind of find them quite unbelievable. And yeah, I'm having to start to process them now as the individual I am to get to where it's telling me I'm going. And I'm just following the thread, having faith, and putting one foot in front of the other. You know, it's not here right now. So sometimes that's as much as we can do as well. Yeah, so if you're feeling fearful, just remind yourself that there are going to be so many benefits and such a greater sense of ease and authenticity in your life when you do start to live intuitively.